is Max Koenig, who's also from Skidmore.
Hi guys, I just want to first of all thanks Lindy for getting this whole thing together and helping moderate. It's great. One thing I've been looking at Skidmore this year, we're pretty excited about, is the feasibility of using consumer electronics like quadcopters to do basically custom aerial photos and collecting aerial spatial data on your own. Currently, if this is something you're interested in doing, it can be a little difficult to do this if you're on a budget. Your options are a little bit limited, and so the two most popular options would probably be kites and balloons, where you're putting these up in the air with cameras attached and taking pictures. But you're weather constrained with that, you aren't very flexible as far as where you can put these things and as far as what you're going to get pictures of based on that. So what we're looking into is something that's been growing rapidly over the past half decade or so. This is our quadcopter. This is Becky. The technology in quadcopters has increased a lot in the past several years. So Becky is GPS enabled, so that if it's a windy day out and she's up in the air, she knows if she's being blown to the left or to the right, and will auto-correct to maintain her position. So it allows for us to be really specific about where we're putting it and where we're getting our pictures from. It's also fairly cost-effective. There are other helicopter technologies which cost orders of magnitude more than this, but this is something that is easy to break into as a consumer electronic, especially as someone interested in doing their own mapping. The range is also reasonably good and increasing every year, so you have a lot of flexibility as far as where you're going to put it. And there's a lot of great aftermarket apps that you can integrate with it in order to fly transects and do other things like that, where you can really get good control over where it's going to go, where it's going to take pictures. Some of the issues, not everything's good. The battery life on these quadcopters is not strong. It's only about 7 minutes. But the flip side is that the batteries aren't expensive, so as long as you are able to go out and back with new batteries, you're going to be all set. So we got the good, the bad. The ugly is that the camera it's set up to be used with automatically out of the box is the GoPro camera, which has the thing that GoPro does really well, that they're very proud of. It takes really high quality, high def pictures, but it takes it at about 170 degrees radius, so it's a very distorted fisheye lens. So if you're trying to make a video of you flying a helicopter over the Niagara Falls, it's awesome. It's really cool. Everyone loves it. But if you're then trying to autocorrect using things like Photoshop, so you actually get spatially relevant data, there's a lot of errors that are associated with that. But we still think there's a lot of potential for using this technology, either with other cameras or other sensors. There's been a lot of work in ecology recently showing that you can predict and assess ecosystem health based on using infrared cameras and looking at the wavelengths emitted by plants in the ecosystem. That's something that would definitely be possible with a device like this, but would be much more difficult from the scale of a flyover with a plane, and hard to control if you're trying to do it with balloons or kites. Additionally, with a different camera, you could use this to scan 3D objects. There's software that's freely available where you can take pictures of an object from enough angles with a standard camera, load it into the software, create a 3D model of that, and then print it, which allows a lot of applications for architecture, design, things like that. And lastly, using these aftermarket applications and using a different camera besides the GoPro, there's a lot of opportunity to create accurate local